Hi everybody, Bradley here with another quick movie review this week. It is Conclave. Actually, I saw two movies. I also saw Venom. But this review is for Conclave. It was getting a lot of buzz, at least proclaimed by the trailer, to be a possible Best Picture nominee for the year. And I think it's a very good movie. I do not think it is Best Picture. It is got great actors in it with great acting performances by Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, and Ray Fiennes is one of his best roles that he's had in a while. It is about the Pope is dead, and they are voting for who will be the next Pope. I do believe that it is a good movie. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because of the acting. It had some twists and turns. It is kind of political because it is basically a conservative popes versus the more liberal popes. And there's a lot of parallels between American politics right now, and that's incorporated into this movie. And there's a twist at the end, which I thought was unneeded, but it is there, and that's going to appeal to a very liberal Hollywood. So that is probably why they did that. It doesn't really affect the movie any, but it could affect the Oscars. So go see it if you are into finding out how they elect the Pope. This is not an action movie. Most audiences aren't going to see this. It's not a blockbuster hit. It's made for older conservative, or not older conservatives, but older adults like me, Boomer generation, and Gen X. Gen X, and I really like Stanley Tucci, and Ray Fiennes is a good actor, great actor, really. And who else? John Lithgow is one of my older favorites. So go see that if you're interested. I thought there would be a little more intrigue with how the Pope died, and Ray Fiennes become more of a investigator detective within the Catholic Church and the Vatican. But they didn't really push that angle very much. So it could have been improved if they had gotten more into how the death happened and maybe who was behind it, and if there was more, if we knew more about some of the popes or some of the cardinals that are might get elected. So go see it. It is a very good movie. I wanted to see more of the Vatican. I don't know if they didn't give them very much time. There wasn't very much shown of the Sistine Chapel. It was kind of in the background. I don't know if they recreated it or if it was shot inside. They don't usually allow such things in the Vatican. So it would have been better if they had more footage. But they did show a big scene on the entranceway up to the Vatican Museum, which was beautiful with all the marble. But most of this happens within the apartments of the cardinals there inside, and it's not very visually exciting. But it is a very good movie. Stanley Tucci delivers a monologue within the movie that was very moving. Otherwise, it was just his typical performance. And but Ray Fiennes was very good in this, and John Lithgow was his usual self. So go see that. Oh, also Isabella Rossellini is in it, a great actress, but just a very small part. Not much here for women in that respect. There is a small part about one of the nuns and servants within the Vatican, and that's about it. So, a very good movie, 8 out of 10. Go see it if you want something different, something more low-key and interesting. It is an intellectual feast.